I'm being honest, this year hasn't gone the way that I planned it to. Saying it's off to a rough start is an understatement. I lost 6 kilos of weight. Lost all the progress that I made in the gym. And for the first time, took some blows to my self-esteem and felt some insecurities. If you remember back at the start of this year, in my video How to Be a Man in 2024, I said that I'd be uploading videos every 2 weeks. But I guess you never really know how life will plan out. I felt some of the lowest lows I've ever felt in my life. And if I'm being honest, life just kind of lost its purpose. But for the first time in my life, I was forced to reset. I was forced to see who around me is really there for me, who truly has my back. And I was forced to rebuild my life from scratch. And what I've come to realize over this time is, the amount of growth and change I've experienced is more than I've experienced in years. And this growth didn't come from an audiobook, a podcast, or a YouTube video. It came from going through one of the hardest periods of my life I've ever had to go through. I want to share with you that story and explain to you why you don't need to be taking advice from anyone.
You're right back where you started. And we got you ending up abusing yourself by being in the same circle of it. Yes, nobody's going to save you. In this video, I will tell you everything you need to do. Let's get into it. First things first. I'm going to tell you. Anastasia was willing to risk his life as everything got away to get okay.
When I was about 19 years old, I was heavy into self-improvement. You know, I was listening to Tony Robbins, reading books, listening to podcasts, and I felt like I'm going to get an advantage. I'm going to get ahead of people because other people ain't doing this. But what I started to realize was your ideologies are based on other people's mindsets. And in times, what I started to think about was, what do I think? What do I feel? What do I actually want out of life? What kind of person do I want to be? A lot of the times, I found the person that I was acting on day to day was based on the people that I was watching or the book I just read. I was being massively influenced, which is difficult because that's kind of what you're trying to do, right? You're trying to influence yourself to be better. I know I've got the Wizard Liz on in the background, but this isn't a hit piece or anything on her. I was actually genuinely just watching her videos. And what I started to find was over time is I constantly felt like I wasn't enough. Like my self-worth was based on whether I did what I said I was going to do. And I think a huge problem is nobody thinks for themselves. Nobody trusts their own gut. Everyone's looking for an answer in something, whether it's a product, a book, a video, or a podcast. And these things can be good sources of motivation, entertainment, but they're just that. The only way I started to build some confidence, build some integrity, build some self-respect, build something where people wanted to listen to me was by going through my own shit. The only times I've ever learned anything in life is by going through painful experiences, by taking L's, by being embarrassed, by being like, fuck that. I never want to feel that again. I never want to go through that again. Those are the times where I was actually like, okay, that doesn't work. This is wrong. I watched YouTube videos for years, studied YouTubers for years and years, study. Do you know when I got good at YouTube videos? When I actually started making YouTube videos. You can learn so much from self-improvement. And the longer and longer you go through that cycle, you reach a point where you realize, actually, I don't know anything. And I think the most ironic thing about self-improvement is you learn all of these things just to learn you didn't ever need it in the first place. Since a kid, I always knew I was never going to go down a traditional career path. And by the time I hit 13, 14 years old, I think I knew it was either going to be music or YouTube. And the way it's looking like it's going to be both.
There's been this immense amount of anxiety and pressure that I've always felt to achieve these things, to prove it to everyone around me, to prove it to the people who didn't think I could do it. If I could just get some sort of audience, if I could just make some sort of living off my passions, everything will be fine.
You have not had 8 channels.
Maybe more.
How?
Just fucking been trying since 12, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me one. Like what was it?
A lot of them are deleted now. So my first one was Game My Dates 100. That was...
Hi guys, Game My Dates 100 here. This is my
do like Minecraft videos.
At the end of 2023, I had 600 subscribers on this channel. And if you told me that in a couple months' time, you'll have 14,000 subscribers, you'll have some of your favorite YouTubers reach out to you and give you support, you'll have a video blow up, and you'll have YouTube monetization, you'll be making money from YouTube, I would have looked at you and told you my life's complete. No more suffering. Everything's, the final piece of the puzzle's come. Everything's good. Everything's up from here. But in reality, I have been at the lowest I've ever been in my entire life. At the start of this year, I lost someone really, really important to me. And it's funny, like, one dream comes true, another one completely falls to pieces. Yet online, my life seems like it's going exactly the way that I wanted it to. My YouTube's starting to pick up. I'm making money from this now. I've had people DMing me every single day asking for advice like I'm an authority figure. And I don't know what to say because in reality, my life has looked like this. It hasn't been pretty. It hasn't been pretty. Remember this pretty shot that I'm about to show now in my last video of my nice setup and everything? This is the setup now. I'm in my Austin McBroom era. Wait. I've been sat here for 9 days just trying to work on this. I've been watching the Wizard Liz. I don't know if any of you know who she is because I need someone to speak some sense into me. I've just been watching her every day, just sat like this.
Move on. Never doubt yourself because of other people's opinions.
No, see what I'm fucking saying? This woman, she speaks fucking facts and everyone needs someone. You guys take advice from my videos. This woman, I'm down bad. I don't want you to watch me thinking I'm here and you're here. Stop putting me here. Stop putting anyone here. And if you're one of those people, you make yourself vulnerable. You are the perfect target. You're the perfect audience to be manipulated. There's so many channels on YouTube for people giving advice, giving this is how you gotta live your life, especially for men. Cut that bitch off. You're not working hard enough. You're not grinding hard enough. You're lazy. From these guys who the fuck are you to tell me anything? Who am I to tell you anything? This is what I'm trying to get through to you, and it kind of sounds counterintuitive because I'm basically telling you don't take the advice from my channel. You're undermining your capability as a person. You're undermining who you could be. I don't do that for anyone. I used to do it. Oh, that guy's better than me. Oh, that girl's too attractive. She don't want anything to do with me. Oh, I'm out of her league. Oh, he's better. Fuck that shit, bro. Fuck that. Why? You ain't better than me. And I'm not better than anyone else.
Your energy is valuable. Your time is valuable.
Welcome. What's going on in here, buddy?
This is the down bad.
Are you gonna use your car at any point tonight?
All of your favorite YouTubers, gurus, celebrities that you look up to are going through something. I've been going through something, but how long? Since January, right?
4 months.
What day is it today? 7th of April.
7th.
Since January, I've been going through something. And I feel like there's so many men that look to other people, whether it's celebrities or gurus or YouTubers, for advice. That's why there's such a big industry for it, is because there's so many men who feel lost and have no direction in their lives. I still watch other YouTubers. I still watch Colt Kerwin, Life of Reza, Sneeko. You saw me watching The Wizard Liz earlier, but the difference is I just take it as food for thought and entertainment. I see them as flawed, imperfect people who are going about documenting their lives and saying, hey, this worked for me, maybe it works for you. For 4 months, I've been down tremendously bad. Tremendously. I've been sleeping at this guy's house. I've been sleeping in my brother's bed. It hasn't been pretty, but I think that's the value of the channel. Documentation, learning and growing up and watching someone go through something and then taking little nuggets from that, but seeing it as entertainment.
Go to fucking...
No!
What the fuck? We ain't rich enough to bring this camera, man. What are you doing? Bro, why doesn't it want to stay? I'm just gonna... You're just doing the same shit.
I think I'm done with feeling this way now. I can only bedrock for so long. I can only self-pity for so long. I've gone through that phase of feeling like shit. I think the only way I'm going to feel better now is when I start taking care of myself. And that starts with cleaning this shit up, man.
As much as I've had to struggle over this period, it hasn't been all bad. I feel like a completely different person and a way more confident person than I was at the start of this year. I find out who's truly there for me in my life and who's actually got my back.
Cool. So great. And keep raising the bar.
I connected deeper with my brother.
You know me, bro. How many times am I here being like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing.
My mum, my friends.
Domestic abuse.
This is making the video.
I learned how to be alone, take care of myself. And as hard as it's been, as fucked up these 4 months have been, I said something to my friend the other day that surprised me. And I said to him, if I could go back, I don't think I would change this. I don't think I would make this happen differently. I feel like this was necessary for me to grow. And even though it's difficult to see it now, maybe in time I'll look back and think this was the best thing that could have happened to me.